From failing dress-up montages to looking like a snack, this is Otakutainment reviews for Ichi the Witch, The Ninth Hunt. Ichi the Witch by Osamu Nishi and Shiro Usazaki, The Ninth Hunt, the Hisame Majik Part 3. It keeps going, typical 19 pages, and came out on November 3rd, 2024. To no one's surprise, some members of the group are having trouble dressing up a shark, but one of them may actually pull off this. Now, jumping into what actually happens more detailed, Kumugi is the first and decorates the Hisame with lots of flowers and fabrics that are popular, but Hisame calls it literal garbage. Criticized in a way that actually does seem true. I can't agree with it. My hopes are riding on Kumugi being the last one to really try and win this. Oh, was I wrong? And just immediately. Yeah, Hisame thinks there's no imagination. The flowers are too loud. Yeah, they're kind of... I don't think it looks good either. Look, and the biggest critique, and I gotta agree with it, is it looks like Kumugi's decorating a funeral. Yeah, but now it's the goat. Desscaras literally calls himself that. Yeah, desscaras his neck and pretty much says true beauty is not about looks or your appearance, stuff like that. It's on the inside. True beauty comes from the heart. Yeah, sure, I think that's true. Hisame says that's not what it's talking about. Doesn't say no, doesn't say that's bad or disagree, just says that that's not what Hisame's going with. Okay, cool. So now Kumugi and desscaras just have a quick failing dress up montage, trying out poppy looks, trendy looks, postmodern looks. That one's almost close but not good enough. But Hisame doesn't like any of them and decides they get one more chance. That chance going solely to Ichi. If they fail though, Hisame's going to freeze them, turn them into ice cubes, and then move on to the next village. And then Hisame has a nice little lost in thought kind of moment, just thinking, what could we turn these people into? Oh, maybe desscaras would be a nice desk. Ichi could be a chair. Kumugi's not needed. Man. Poor Kumugi, just getting shit on all the time. I like Kumugi the most so far. I don't know why either, but maybe it's because Kumugi just keeps seeming like a bad character. Others are trying to make Kumugi seem bad at least, but I believe in you, Kumugi. So now they need to huddle up. Time for a strategy meeting. Desscaras kind of tries to reject Ichi's idea or strategy. Well, look, desscaras, you already had your chance. Gotta give Ichi at least one. Ichi ignores. Good. And Ichi is just really focusing on this idea of, okay, inner beauty. Okay, gorgeousness. Okay, dressing up. Okay, make me something. We don't see what that something is, but I guess they're going to make something. I don't know what it is. It really seems like they don't need to do it. I don't know. Anyways, they're all dressed down, looking good, ready to go. Kind of, at least the Hisame seeming to go for a sex appeal. Seemed like at least Ichi's ready to do some pole dancing. That's not what's going on because Ichi uses Inazuri, then jumps in Hisame's mouth. Yeah, of course, Hisame's caught off guard, confused by that, but it doesn't matter because Ichi uses Inazuri again to start carving up Hisame from the inside while singing a little tune. A tune I can only assume goes something like this. First a little shallow cut right along the spine, then again and again, deeper and bolder every time. Yeah, probably sounds familiar. Oh, you can guess where that comes from. I can only imagine that's what Ichi is singing. I don't know why Ichi's so happily singing inside the shark in the first place. This is Ichi's style blind fish filleting, and that is literally what it is. Just cutting up Hisame for whatever reason. Look, I'm not crazy about how much Ichi can use magic back to back to back. The whole premise set up in the beginning would seem like Ichi could only really use one big magic thing. But now it seems like Ichi's just like any other witch. What was the point? I don't know. I'm probably going to gripe about this a lot. Because it just kind of ruined the uniqueness of it. Whatever. And I'm just losing it. Also, I don't know what Ichi's doing. I can only assume Ichi's plan is either to make Hisame look slimmer, cutting off the fatty parts, you know, and just going to look really nice and dainty and pretty, you know, portraying those negative body ideals. Or the other thing is making Hisame look like a delicious shark dish. Ooh, that's what I'm thinking is actually going on. Because, I mean, you're trying to, like, look at this inner beauty. Ichi literally jumps inside, is inside. Also, inner beauty, if you eat, that beauty's going inside. So, then gorgeousness, I mean, food. You know, they say your eyes eat before your stomach. Something I just learned. Kind of the whole Instagram kind of deal too. Just take pictures of food. Things I really hate when I want to eat and people are like, well, I gotta take some pics, and I shut the fuck up, this is my food. It really happens. Like, it's my food. Go the fuck away. Anyways, and then dressing up because you dress up food. I mean, besides making it look good, there's also, you know, dressings and all that stuff. So it makes sense. I like that. I don't know if the original Japanese wordplay is like that, or if I'm reading too much into this. I don't know, but I guess I am curious as much as I'm not crazy about it being like this. Because, I don't know. It makes no sense that Ichi should be the one to win this, like, trial. But it's gotta kind of force it anyways. Of course, it's the funnier thing to do, is to have Ichi win in whatever this dumb way is going to be. But it just makes no sense to me. And, like, yeah, I want stuff to be funny and amusing, entertaining, but also I still want stuff to make some kind of sense. I don't want to get too ridiculous where I'm just like, yeah, okay, cool, this happened next, cool, okay. And I feel like that's kind of where it's starting to head for me. But it's still amusing, and a lot of the stuff is still funny. Desscaras, also just a great character when it comes to the humor. I mean, really just the overconfidence. And just like, trying to put Ichi down so much, and that also just failing. I'm liking the group dynamic. You don't have to force Ichi into being the strongest. So last thing, like always, is title. Another thing I'm just not crazy about. I take it back. I don't like the naming pattern anymore, mainly because it's sticking to this. It's just boring. It's not creative anymore. I thought it would be like creative in like a kind of dry sense. But now I'm assuming the next chapter is just going to be Hisame Part 4. So what's the point? I don't know anymore. But that's it for this Otakutainment reviews for Ichi the Witch, the Ninth Hunt. Let me know what you thought. Let's talk about it more. You agree, disagree, all that stuff. Who you think probably should have a better fashion sense. But I don't know. You can leave comments, follow me on social media. But before I go, I also want to thank my Ko-fi members, Vix Lab and Julio Vasquez. If you also want to help support me on Ko-fi, you don't have to, but I appreciate either way. But that is it for me. I've been your otakutainer, the AC Stories. Until next time, thank you so much, and bye.